My name is Rodolphe Bouquet. My movie is a short movie which is called The Last Snow, and I'm from France. I will say, obviously, when you're making like a monster movie, you're thinking about Jaws, but like Jaws in the mountain. That was maybe the first inspiration, like trying to do a thing like this. And then I wouldn't talk about like inspirations, like because I don't know a lot of horror movies happening in a ski resorts. I obviously watched one which is called Frozen, when where three guys are locked in a chairlift too. But I was more thinking about like refer horror movies from the last decade, where I like a lot the mix between fun and horror, like obviously Jordan Peele or Zach Krieger with Weapons or Barbarian, even Alexandre Aja with Hills Have Eyes. Like it was more like this vibe of horror movie, like going from like a sweet the purpose was like going from a sweet and fun beginning on like a roller coaster, trying to go through the terror more and more as we were going into the movie. The process was simple. It was like my previous short movie was also about two characters talking and like meeting each other. It was a date, and I think that I like the evolution of the in the vibe of the scene, like going from like you are meeting each other, okay, you're telling a bit some jokes, you're telling a story like a legend, and then you see the ambience like changing and evolving like during the movie. And I think it's just something that I like a lot as a spectator, and so I want to translate it into a movie, this change of vibe, you know. Yeah, we shot it. Actually, this movie, which is quite funny, is like it was like a meeting with the producer. We was called Basil, and we met like in December, and we shot the movie in March, and it was, you know, like when the stars are you know, when the signs are good. And so we met a crew crazy enough to follow us on this trip. And yes, we shot everything at night in March in a real ski station, which was very hard to find a ski resort which agreed to welcome us, because we were in the holiday season. So they had other things to do better than welcoming a crew, a movie crew. Like they were like making money on holidays, so they did not need us. And we found one in the Pyrenean mountains in south of France, and they were very nice with us, and they enabled us to shoot the movie from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. every night during four nights. And so there were like two guys, from the one girl and one boy, one man from the ski resort, working for us like on the chairlift, because you need one at the beginning of the chairlift and you need another one at the arrival of the chairlift to make it start and stop. So we were very lucky to find this resort station, which was very nice with us. I was afraid of losing the actors, you know, because I was like, wow, like, you know, if you're on a chairlift, like skiing, sometimes you spend just 10 minutes on a chairlift, and if it's cold, you're cold. And I'm like, wow, the actors are going to spend like 3-4 hours, like not skiing, so not getting warm in the middle of the night. So I was like, wow, it will be terrible if it's so cold. And we were very lucky because it was around like 4 degrees Celsius degrees, so it was okay. Like we had a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of clothes hidden, so that they were warm, you know. But we were very lucky with the weather, and also we are very lucky because there wasn't almost any wind, no wind. And sometimes there was a bit of wind, and when there is a wind, it's terrible because you're getting cold. You have to scream, you have to shout to so that people hear you. So actually, we are very lucky with this, and no. I was afraid of like it could be a nightmare. It could be like an apocalypse now happening in a ski resort, like, because it could be a nightmare. But actually, everybody was very involved. We are lucky with the result. Everybody was also we felt lucky also of being there at night, having the ski resort opening for us, the chairlift open for us, the lights open for us, and we are like, wow, we are lucky to live this. So actually, all the shooting was like kind of magic, you know. Also, that was like one of the shots that terrified us the most with the producer and I. Before that, because we were like, wow, how are we going to do this? And those are real ski teachers from the resort who agreed. We were so nice. They agreed to stay after their shift of the day. They stayed until 10:30 p.m. and then we just paid them a good meal and a good beer, you know. But and they made twice the descent. But we knew that we couldn't ask a lot to them, you know. We couldn't make it like 10 times. So we had to put the DOP, like a big thing that we had to put the DOP on the chairlift, but at precise points. If he wasn't at the precise point to have the good shot, we had to make it turn again. It was like 15 minutes, but we had luck. So we stayed there with the actress. They stayed like 1 hour. On all the skiers, they went on the top of the slope, like, you know, with I don't know how we call it in English, but you know, the trucks that enable the snow to be good. The resort also allowed us to use this, so we put like 15 ski teachers on those trucks. It went up the hill, and they made it twice. We had also a drone, so we had two ways of filming it, and we are lucky enough to have good shots of it with the two descents. But we are like, wow, if it doesn't work, you know, we could not know if it will work, and we were like, if it doesn't work, it's shit. But actually, it works, so we were very, very happy with this. Like for the next movie, maybe I would like to be in, you know, to be able to make more takes. Like if you film like in an apartment, or I don't know. But this was crazy. But here, because of the setup, because everything was so long to set up every take, we could only make maximum 4 takes. Like because if you shoot a take on a chairlift, once you're done, you have to turn again everything, everyone, and I'm not on the same chair as the actors. I'm like 1 or 2 or 3 chairs ahead because there is a DOP, the sound guy, etc. So it was like, but no, for the next any lesson, maybe I don't know. Actually, having a good crew really involved, and having a good prep, and also know that post-production is also another real trip after that. But no, it made me want to shoot again. No, maybe be aware, because it's not like it's a background in the movie, but we want also to talk about the fact that want to ask some questions about the future of the ski. I ski. I've always been skiing with my family, and it's something that we wanted to. It's an issue that we wanted to address in the movie, like the fact that the future of skiing is quite compromised with the climate change, global warming. In France, it's a real issue because we are welcoming the Winter Olympics like in 2030. And I personally believe that ski has not a real future, and it's a real issue because it's not about just the pleasure of skiing, but it's thousands and thousands of workers, employments, activities, money, etc. How can we evolve? How can we change? And we don't have the arrogance of giving answers in the short movie, or also really interrogating a lot in an actual way. But we just wanted to address this issue in a background, and hopefully maybe in a future movie after that.